Hello everyone. Sorry. My name is GhostOPTC, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the new 3 treasure map rare recruit characters that are going to be debuting on the 8th, as well as the new treasure map Franky. So this is the banner artwork. All of them, as you can see, we have a new Nami, a new Robin, and a Chopper character. So yeah, I'm going to be breaking what they do. I'm going to be breaking down what they do, as well as talking about what the new Franky does. So let's get right into it. Alright, so the first one we have is this Chopper. Now, Chopper is gonna be probably the lowest point booster, which sucks in my opinion because I love Chopper and I love this artwork, so I hope I can get him purely just because of the artwork. But let's read his abilities. So he is a fighter cerebral psi character with recovery bind and slot bind as his potential abilities, and his captain effect will boost the psi and dex characters attack by 2.5, HP by 1.25, boosts their attack by a further 1.25 after landing 4 perfect strikes in a row, and heals 800 HP at the end of the turn. It's a not a captain effect you'll use. This is a treasure map recruit, you're not going to use them as captains. But the special will make crew immune to harder tap timing difficulty, decrease chain multiplier rate status for 3 turns, so it gives an immunity, and boosts the type effects of normal attacks for Psi and Dex by 1.75 for 1 turn. And if crew lands 2 perfects in this turn, it boosts Psi and Dex characters' base attack by 900 for the next turn. So I really like what this does is because obviously just touching on Smoker. Smoker also has his immunity buff and he puts up an attack boost. And what you're supposed to do is run double Smoker, get the attack boost or boost and extend both of them to 3 turns. But it doesn't resist blow away. But with this one, it comes down to like a buff. You have to hit the perfects. So you can put this up, and let's say on the final boss stage, you get decrease your multiplier growth rate, and you can't bring a base attack boost. Then you'll just put up this guy's immunity, and then it'll remove it. Well, it will prevent the decrease your multiplier growth rate, and I'll just give you a base attack boost, and this is really good. So it can be used in very niche certain ways because you really have to plan ahead for this. But I do like that it gives you the base attack in the next turn and not like a 3 turn boost, because that way it's not as easy to remove and can get around interrupts for the enemy. So I really like it. But let's talk about his sailor effects. He'll make crew's side slots have matching slot effects, and he'll set all slots aside at the start of the quest. So that's really good because you just get a full board of matching slots. This will probably be used in treasure map. I mean, obviously it's the treasure map crew, but yeah, it's a pretty good sailor effects. I really like the special because I mean it's immunity, so it's unique, and the captain effect is awful. And then looking at his sailor abilities, he has 5 turns of recovery bind and 5 turns of slot bind. Now all these characters have usable support effects, and his support effect will cut crew's HP by 70%, makes it much easier to land perfect at the start of the final battle for 1 turn. Attaches to Nami, Robin, and Franky. Now, I really like that support effect because it's just like the quick rare recruit pudding, and I don't have the quick rare recruit pudding, so I can't get around stun as easily, especially on final boss stages. However, this guy is going to be my go-to if I get him. Now, obviously, he's a treasure map rare recruit, so he's going to be a bit harder to get, but I mean, like, I'm still going to try to get him because he looks so cute in this artwork. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Chopper. I think he's a very, very solid treasure map rare recruit. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. Alright, so my guess is this will be the second highest point booster, being Robin. So yeah, Robin is our next character. She is a Psi Fighter Cerebral, just like Chopper. And let's talk about her abilities. So her captain effect will boost Psi and Dex characters' attack by 3x and recovery by 1.3x. Again, pretty bad captain effect. And then special will deal 50 times character's attack and side damage to one enemy, reduces crew's special bind and attack down by 5, changes crew's block into matching, and boosts Psi Index character's attack by 2.25 for 1 turn. This is a very, very, very good special. Orb Nip, utility, attack boost, and damage. It's just great. Because, I mean, there's not much wrong with this special. It's definitely a better special than Chopper's, in my opinion, just because this provides so much more for your crew. And Sweeter Sailors, she'll completely evade Special Bind, which is great because she removes Special Bind. She'll make insults beneficial for the entire crew. And then she has 5 turns of Slot Bind and 2 turns of Hunger removal, which is pretty good. And then Another good support effect being that she'll reduce the support character's special charge time by 1 turn and reduce their special bind by 3 turns at the start of the final battle, and attaches to Nami, Chopper, and Franky. So that's really, really strong because, I mean, if there is a. Well, I know what's going up for the Frankie, so if you get inflicted with like special overs, maybe fear or something like that, on the final boss stage, you can attach the support, get around that, and then boom, you're all good to go. So this is a very, very good treasure map Rariku. I think this is, well, we have to see what Nami does first before I say this is the best. But this is gonna be very hard to beat because she just does so much that she's just a valuable asset, and we'll probably see the most play out of all three of them in just normal play. But yeah, I hope I get my hands on Robin too because I mean it's the high point booster for the treasure map, and obviously if I'm gonna go hard to go to 10 million in the treasure map, I'm gonna want the high point boosters. But yeah, let's move on to the final of the treasure map recruits being Nami. Alright, so Nami is the last treasure map rare recruit character we are going to be talking about before we talk about the free to play Franky character. But yes, this is the most likely the highest point booster. She's the like center of the treasure map banner, so this is what we can assume. But yes, this is Nami. She is a Dex Striker free spirit character, and her captain effect will reduce special charge time by 1 turn at the start of the quest. If your HV is 50% or above, it's a 3.75 times attack boost to Dex and Psi, but it's a 3x attack boost otherwise. So still not a good captain effect, but definitely the best captain effect we've seen. But obviously that's not saying much because the rest are pretty bad. But anyway, her special will reduce paralysis and bind by 5 turns, boost Dex and Psi characters' slot effects by 2.25 for 1 turn, and if your crew has a slot effect boost, it'll increase it by zero point 0.2 instead. So yeah, it's a good special nonetheless. I just think it's kind of basic. Like the Robin had like orb manip, damage, attack boost, and utility, and this is ability buff and orb boost and utility. I just don't think this is a unique special, and I think this will be easily replaceable because like there's a bunch of other units that can reduce paralysis and reduce bind and give an orb boost. And I mean, just first one that came to my mind was the level limit broken V1 Rayleigh. Well, obviously that's a level limit break character. You have to get the dupes and whatnot. But yeah, this is not a bad special. Like, don't get me wrong. Even though I'm like saying, oh, it's not that good of a special, do not get me wrong. This is a good special. She reduces paralysis and bind, which is very good. Obviously, bind is very annoying, and paralysis is, well, paralysis. And then you can get an orb boost out of it as well. So it's like it's basic in my opinion, but it's still good. And she'll make a dex slots beneficial for the whole crew, and boost dex and psych characters base recovery by 75. Yeah, the recovery boost doesn't make much sense to me, but obviously having another matching slot being a dex slot is good. And she has 5% quick damage reduction and 1.5 times pinch healing below 50% if you hit a perfect. So pretty kind of mid potential abilities. Damage reduction in 2022 is just like, why even have that? It makes no sense to me. But yeah, and she also has another good support effect that says once requests a supported kick that uses special to reduce paralysis or bind, reduces paralysis or bind by 1 turn. So it's pretty good. I don't like these support effects as much though, because it's like if the character is okay, let's just talk about General Franky, right? Because he is here. He doesn't reduce paralysis or bind. So if you put the support, it's a useless support. It's not like the Valentine's Nami where you obviously have like if you use a special it reduces it. It has to be a special that already reduces it and it'll just reduce 1 more turn. This is good for getting around like 6 turn debuffs or like 7 turn debuffs. Yes, but I just think it's a bit niche. This character doesn't impress me as much. Maybe it's just because like maybe the Chopper impresses me more just because it's like it's Chopper, and then Robin impresses me more because well Robin's just a very good like special, and then this Nami just seems kind of basic to me, but she'll be the highest point booster, so it's fine. But yeah, those are my opinions. I think Robin is easily the best. She just has so much going for her, and there's the Pell. I think Chopper is just so like such a cool character. I hope I get him. He's unique with the immunity and the base attack boost, and I think Nami is gonna be great to have because she is the highest point booster. But now that we're done talking about the treasure map recruits, let's talk about the free-to-play Franky. Alright, so now we have the free-to-play treasure map Franky character. So this is going to be debuting whenever that treasure map starts. I don't know the exact date. This is the character we're all going to be farming for. Now, he is a Psi fighter shooter character, so no secondary class of free spirit, cerebral, powerhouse driven. None of that, just two primary classes. Anyway, though, his Captain effect will just special charge them by one turn at the start of the quest, boost Crew's attack by 1.75 for 2 turns, and at the start of Battle 3, it'll boost Psi and Dex characters' attack by 3.75 and HP by 1.5 and make Psi and Dex beneficial. It's pretty bad Captain effect, because it's like, that just doesn't make much sense. Like, it can be used, but like, you would probably want to run anything else over this. It's just not that good. But his special is really good, which will reduce special charge time of Dex and Psi characters by 2 turns. It'll deal random Psi damage to all enemies 20 times. It'll reduce all enemies defense up by 6. Sensor chain to 3.5 for 2 turns. If your crew has lock chain multiplier status when it's launched, it'll extend the lock chain multiplier status by 1 turn and boost the effect of lock chain multiplier by 0.25. Yeah, this special is insane. In my opinion, this is one of the best treasure map specials there is. Because, like, we see characters like Shank's crew, right? Shank's crew, in my opinion, I was like thinking in my head a few days ago. They really didn't do much for Shank's crew special. They did an HP cut and a 3.5 times chain lock. And I was like, yeah, but 3.5 times is a lot of damage and stuff like that, right? But they just give it to a free to play unit. Like, and also, I forgot to mention, he doesn't completely, well, he completely is immune to remove S effects for the entire crew and reduces his own special reverse by 2 turns. See, that's just insane. One of my favorite, if not one of the best treasure map characters. Like, just going over this again, he can reduce your crew's special charge time. He's a damage dealing special, which is very good. He reduces defense up by 6, which is good because obviously if there's a 6 turn debuff removal, you usually have to bring like a support, or you'd have to bring like just a character that removes 6 turns of it, and this guy does remove 6 turns of it. He's a 3.5 times chain lock for 2 turns, which is really strong. And then he can buff and extend a chain lock, which is very, very strong because you can, let's say you're using this guy under Shank's crew, you can buff Shank's crew's chain lock to a 3.75 for 4 turns. Yeah, this character is very, very good, and I just love how this character is structured. He has quick damage reduction though, which makes me a bit like, why? But he has some pretty good potential abilities otherwise. He has barrier pierce if HP is 50% or above, and he has ship bind by 5 turns if you limit break expand them. And his support gives 7% of his base HP to the support character and attaches to fighter and shooter characters. Support is pretty bad. Quick damage reduction sucks. Ship bind's okay. Barrier pierce is awesome. I really, really, really like this treasure map Franky character. He's just so like good. He's a very, very strong character. And he's gonna be a very valuable asset to your account because other than the cooldown reduction, he's essentially Rainbow. Like, it would have been cool if they gave him Fear instead of Ship Bind, but Bandai doesn't like giving units that have special risk or special bind removal Fear. They just don't like that. But this is a very strong special. Nonetheless, I really like this special. I really just love this unit, and I can't say enough how good this unit is. But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap up my commentary. I think this Franky, once again, just to reiterate, this Franky is so good. So yeah, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Have a great day. And just to touch on what I'll do in the next video, I'll be talking about what where to be pulling. What is the best banner part to pull on because the banner starts tomorrow. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.